That's video from our friend Jorge Ventura capturing the most elusive and dangerous problem at the border, the unknown gotaways. In other words, the people who cross the border illegally and Border Patrol doesn't even know about it. This may not be exactly that video, but he did capture it. For example, in the past year, Border Patrol encountered or detained 2.1 million who crossed the border illegally. For reference, that's about the city of Texas, who mostly turn themselves in. About half of those get released into the United States with a pinky promise to come back for an immigration hearing. Remember, among the thousands just seeking a better life every day, Border Patrol finds child rapists, drug traffickers, known gang members, and every year a few people on the terror watch list. That's the people that they find. In the past year, Border Patrol encountered about 600,000 gotaways, thus the population of Baltimore entering the country, and we have zero idea who they are. For example, people in car chases with human smugglers who literally get away, or people picked up by Border Patrol sensors and surveillance, but get away. Obviously, if you're a bad guy coming over, you work hard to be a gotaway. If you are a family coming over, you don't mind turning yourself in and going through the asylum process. Then there's Jorge's video. These people don't get counted in either statistic. They're the unknown gotaways. The video comes from Arizona, where folks, local ranchers, install game cameras to capture cartel smuggling operations on camera. Jorge Ventura is with us now. Jorge, you look at these people, they almost look like they're in the military. They're in camouflage, they're well provisioned, they've got backpacks. How does this work?
Yeah, Leland, it's actually pretty extraordinary. There's a couple residents down there in Arivaca, Arizona, which it's inside the Tucson sector, which leads the whole country in the gotaways. And they've basically planted these game cameras out there in these drug routes and have been documenting Mexican cartels coming in the country, in and out, throughout the day and in the night. One of the more shocking videos, Leland, is you can see in one of our videos that we captured from the game cameras, there's going to be a huge pack of men coming in, and two of those individuals are actually armed Mexican cartel. You could see the weapons, and they're actually leading a group where the two men in the very front of the group had their hands tied behind their back. And the reason, Leland, this is such a great area for Mexican cartel activity, it's extremely rural. I mean, just in the terrain. So even for us to even retrieve those.
I just got to stop you for a second. When you say, so these are members of the Mexican cartels, so basically a foreign terrorist organization, although the Biden administration won't call them that. They're armed in the United States. They're now not operating in Mexico. They've come over to the United States, and they are leading people whose hands are tied together, who are their product is human beings now?
Yeah, actually, your producers are playing that exact video I was talking about. So in this video, you could actually see the two men in the very back of this group actually are armed, and they're coming back into Mexico. Now, the two men that they're actually leading have their arms behind their back. Now, according to my source, he believes those two men have been killed. Also, during our investigation, Leland, in this drug route area in Arivaca, we were able actually to spot out these cartel kind of campsites on the Mexican side, on the mountain areas. So where is the Border
Patrol in all this, Jorge?
Well, in this area, they're nowhere near to be found. I mean, during our investigation, we didn't see a Border Patrol truck anywhere near. Now, I do want to say it's extremely difficult to get to these routes. So we had to hike miles and miles on foot. And here, Leland, as you know, we're running into the gotaway. So these are people that are not the family units. They don't want to see Border Patrol. That's why you see the camouflage gear. And also, what you'll notice is they're wearing the carpet shoes, what we call them. So these shoes are meant to hide the tracks from Border Patrol. But this happens day and night, nonstop.
It's stunning. Maybe the reason the Border Patrol is not there is because they're too busy dealing with all the people who are turning themselves in. But I digress. Jorge, incredible reporting. Every time we have you on, we learn something. Thank you.
Thank you, Leland.
Yeah, thank you. Keep up the great work. Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.